Daddy, will you help me with my homework for a minute?
Sure. Oh my gosh, you can't do this? It's so easy. What are you, dumb or something?
No.
Well, you know, anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, well, anything you can do, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
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 I can punch our brother and blame it on you to mother.
I can eat cookie dough faster than you could all.
Oh yeah? Well, I can throw your dog away.
No, please don't.
Oh well. Any note you can sing, I can sing higher.
I can sing any note higher than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Well, how do you even do that?
Well, you see, I'm a girl. Anything you can buy, I can buy cheaper. I can buy anything cheaper than you.
Well, I would hope so because, well, I'm a guy, so I'm not going to be buying anything for my family. That's the girl's job.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Anything you can say, I can say softer.
I can say anything softer than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
I can drink my milk out a single carton.
I can drink it quicker and get even sicker.
I could push you down the stairs.
No, please don't. Let's push him down the stairs.
Okay. Any note you can hold, I can hold longer.
I can hold any note longer than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I
Can't. Ah.
Anything you can wear, I can wear better. I can wear anything better than you.
In my shirt?
Yeah.
Okay. In my pants?
Yeah.
Anything you can sing, I can sing sweeter.
I can sing anything sweeter than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No,
Yes,
you
I
can't.
It's the Nightly Met with host Avery Anderson. And now here's your host, Avery Anderson.
Oh, hello. Well, as you can tell, I have absolutely no singing ability, but I like to try and sing. So my first guest is an author who is the author of the Mutant Casebook series. She has won many awards, so please welcome C.R. Richards. I didn't interview you, but I met you at Denver Comic Con.
Yes.
That was the last time I saw you. So how was that there?
That was so much fun.
That was?
And the interview was a lot of fun,
Well,
too.
I was the camera operator, so hopefully I camera operated quite well.
You did.
I've stepped up from camera operator to desk sitter now.
Go down.
So now I just get to sit behind this desk and make up words. So what were you doing at Denver Comic Con again?
I was doing a panel on self-publishing and doing some book signings as well as just trolling around and seeing the fun stuff there, especially the Star
Doing
Wars
what Comic
stuff.
Con's there for, just to have some fun. And
Absolutely. It was my first time I'd ever
Your
been
first
there,
time
so
at
it was a
Comic-Con.
lot of fun.
I like it, trolling around the Comic Con. So the self-publishing
Yes.
panel, were you a self-publisher then?
I'm what they call a hybrid author. I've done traditional publishing, but I also do indie pub.
Okay.
So like the Heart of the Warrior series and Pariah and the Mutant Casebook series. Sorry, not the Mutant Casebook series. That's the one that's traditionally published, but the others I did indie and published myself. Yes.
And now, how does that work? How is that different than traditional publishing?
It's.
You don't have to get into the details, but just.
Well, I'll just say that it's a lot more stress and there's more risk for the indie publisher.
Okay.
And there's also more creative control. So for me, I enjoy doing indie publishing more than I do traditional publishing.
Okay.
So I have a lot of fun doing it.
Very cool. Awesome. And so I believe you've won an ebook award, correct?
Yes.
What is an ebook award exactly?
It was for the Epic. It's an independent publishing and electronic publishing organization that worldwide, mostly for English-speaking countries. And I won the best fantasy for the Phantom Harvest, the Mutant Casebook series. Yeah. Cool. So that was really neat. They had the award in San Antonio, Texas. We got to stay at a haunted hotel. It was a lot of fun.
Anything crazy happen at this haunted hotel?
I got to tell you, yes.
Oh.
It's called the Menger Hotel, and it's right across the street from the Alamo.
Okay.
So we all went up to the haunted part of the hotel, and one of the ladies there said, "Okay, watch what happens when I close my bathroom door."
I'm already nervous. Oh my God, I can't do it.
Everybody sees that I've actually closed and locked the bathroom window, and everybody nods. We go, we have a drink, we come back, she opens the bathroom door, and the window has opened. The ghost story is that some of the soldiers, the ghostly soldiers, like to climb into the hotel and walk the halls. So.
Oh my goodness. No, I can't even do like scary movies, so I'd be like, I'm gonna try a different location. Sorry. Oh my gosh. So do you enjoy kind of that sci-fi, ghost stories?
I love it. That's my fantasy books are dark fantasy, but I also write horror, and I'm a member of the Horror Writers Association.
Okay.
So any chance I can get to go do a ghost tour or a ghost hunt, I'm all over it. Love that stuff.
Have you done any in Denver?
I did the Capitol Hill one, but I've always wanted to go to the Denver Botanic Gardens when they just do a few of the ghost tours a year in October, and I miss it every year. I'm going to try and hit it.
Is the
this year.
Botanic Gardens haunted?
Yes.
I was just there and I had no idea. Like, I'd be like, nope, I'll do a different story. Oh goodness. So how did you get your start in writing?
Well, I've been writing as long as I can remember, but when I was in junior high and high school, I think you have junior high here in Colorado, I'm not sure.
Junior high, middle school?
Middle school, yeah.
Some sort of school that everyone despises and wants to get out of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and I was the editor of the paper in high school, and I was on my college paper, but I love doing the feature stories, the really fun, spooky stories, you know, that nobody else wants. You know, I'll go do that. But that's how I got my start. But I've always enjoyed the fiction writing.
Okay.
So I did co-author a book with one of my author buddies at Rocky Mountain Fiction Writers. And that really got my foot in the door to be traditionally published. So that was a great experience.
Awesome. And we have a couple of your books here.
Yes.
Let me grab them. We can talk about them. Which one do you want to talk about first? I can't pronounce this one, so you're going to have to help me
Okay.
on that.
That one is called Pariah, and it was meant to be Pariah. It was meant to be a standalone fantasy, and it's about. I don't know if people are familiar with the Seelie, like the fairies and the fairy courts, and the Unseelie, the dark elves. But it's about a family of those Seelies who were kicked out of Otherworld, and now they're in the human realm. And of course, you've got special powers. You're going to take over all the criminal activity on the planet.
Wow.
So
we got like mafia,
elf mafia.
Elf mafia. I like it.
And so the elf. He's part elf and part elemental. His name is Jin on the front cover.
Okay.
Very popular with the ladies.
Yes, I can tell. Look at that. Very hunky.
Well, he doesn't want to be a part of that world anymore, so he tries to be his own person. And they didn't like that, so they pinned him for a murder. And the story's about a demon chasing him while he tries to figure out who the real killer is.
Okay.
So my readers enjoyed that so much, especially the little elements of the romance in there. They want another one, so I'm working on a sequel.
So we're going to get a sequel to the Elf Mafia.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
What's the sequel going to, do you know the title of it yet?
It's called
Working title?
Yes, good point. The working title is called The Child of Artemis.
The Child of Artemis.
So it's actually about his brother is a druid, so he
So now we're going to have two hunky guys on the cover.
Elves.
Two hunky elves on the cover.
So
like
two
it.
for the price of one.
And who are both running from the Elf Mafia.
That's right. That is true.
Because they're trying to stop them from taking over our world.
That is true.
I like it. And then we have, okay, I think I got this one, Lords of Valdion.
Yes.
Whew.
Yeah,
Lord
you did. Right on.
Valdion. Yeah.
And I have people come up to me and ask me, were you aware that's the name of a cheese? And yes, I was.
Oh.
I came up with a name when I was sitting on the Riverwalk in San Antonio. And I had a plate of Spanish cheese, and I thought, ooh, what is this cheese? Valdion. Ooh, that's yummy, and I love the name. Okay, I'm going to use it.
Perfect.
And it's a province in France, not France. It's in Spain too. So this one is the Lords of Valdion is first book in a series.
Okay.
And the next book I'm going to be releasing later in the wintertime is book 2.
Okay.
So the people who want the sequel to Pariah are going to have to wait.
Until the Lords of Valdion. Do we have a working title for the next?
Yes, that one's called.
Is it a secret?
No, it's not.
Oh, no. Okay, good. I was like, oh no, what if I?
You're good to go. No, it's called The Obsidian Gates.
The Obsidian Gates.
So.
I like it.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so we're not going to have any hunky, tiger.
You've got a hunky lion on there.
A hunky lion. I don't know why I said tiger. Obviously, I can't see. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Well, our next guest is another author as well. She is the author of the Nora Abbott Mystery Series, and she has lived all over the place and has won several awards for her work. So please welcome Shannon Baker.
Everyone can use a hunky elf.
Everyone can use a hunky elf. I like it. We're all in agreement up here. So how are you, Shannon?
I'm good. I'm enjoying a book tour, and I get to spend some time
tour.
in Colorado, which is one of my favorite places. So.
What's a book? Are you touring your books?
Yes.
Which books are you touring in now?
So my newest release is Stripped Bare, and it just came out September 6th from Macmillan. And so I've loaded my husband and my dog in our pickup, and we're doing a camping tour through the West, just up through the Front Range.
And you were able to stop here with
Yes.
us.
Yeah, very
Hopefully
excited.
you're not like camping in the parking lot out there.
No,
They
and
love to give tickets, so just be careful.
I got here early and I sat out at the Tivoli Brewery out on the patio, and oh, what a gorgeous Colorado day.
Isn't it? And you took your dog with you.
We have a crazy Weimaranner,
Okay.
and she's coping very well.
Good. Do you take your dogs with you a lot on these tours?
Well, this is the first one, and
This
she's
is the
only a
first
year
one?
and a half,
Okay.
and so it's all brand new. We didn't know how it was going to work.
Yeah, it sounds like it's
It
been
seems
going
to be
well,
working.
though.
Yeah, we're having a good time.
Yeah. And you've won, correct me if I'm wrong, well, I'm probably going to mess up the word, Rocky Mountain
Fiction
Fiction
writers.
Writers. Yes.
Writer of the Year.
Fiction Writer of the Year. So talk about that award a little bit.
So that is an achievement award,
Okay.
and I was really honored to win that. A lot of Colorado writers have won that through the years. Diane Mott Davidson and Carol Berg and just a ton of really good writers. So I was excited to be in that rank.
And what book was that, for a particular book or just your overall work?
Just my overall work. So that was before this new series, and it culminated. That was the Nora Abbott series,
The Nora Abbott series.
which is Hopi Indians and murder, and an environmentalist, and that takes place throughout the Southwest. The first book is set in Flagstaff, and the second book is set in Boulder, Colorado, and the third book is back in Moab.
What inspired you to write a series about Hopi Indians and murder?
Well, we'd moved to Flagstaff. You mentioned that I've moved around a lot.
Yes, you've moved all around.
Mostly in the West, well, all in the West. We'd moved to Flagstaff, and I was looking around for a topic to write about. And there was this huge controversy on man-made snow in the ski resort outside of town.
Okay.
And it's one of the oldest ski resorts, Snowbowl. But they wanted to do man-made snow, but the peak is sacred to 12 separate tribes. And so they didn't want that. They want to spray treated wastewater on there. And so the more I got to looking at it and researching it, I found the Hopi tribe, and they're so fascinating that they just drew me in.
Yeah, that's
So
really cool.
they're very spiritual, and I keep meaning to look this up, and I never have. But it's an ancient culture. They're a very small tribe. They believe that they're responsible for the balance of the entire world.
Okay.
So if you draw a line through from the Hopi reservation through the globe, it comes out in Tibet.
Oh.
And the Tibetan word for sun is the Hopi word for moon.
Oh.
And the Hopi word for sun is the Tibetan word for moon.
Oh.
That always gives me chills.
That's crazy. I love that.
Yeah.
So we talked about a little bit about where you've lived. Talk a little bit more, because I know traveling is no foreign thing to you.
So we're living in Tucson now. We finally retired.
Okay. Finally retired, but you're still writing.
I'm a stay-at-home writer, which I have been for about 5 years,
Okay.
which is really lucky. So my husband retired about a year and a half ago, and we settled in Tucson. We hope to stay there for a long time now. But before that, when the last 10 years, I was working at a startup in Boulder, and it sold and was successful. So we started looking around where we wanted to move. My husband was with the railroad, and so we bounced down to Flagstaff, and then I got a chance at another job. We came back up to Boulder, and that didn't fall through. It was another startup that didn't. And so then we moved to Nebraska for a year and a half, and so we just
Did another
keep
startup
going
and
on.
it didn't fall
Yeah,
through.
yeah, one thing and another. We just move a lot.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you get a lot of different cultures and a lot of different perspectives on different
Yeah,
things.
we haven't been desert dwellers, so this is all new.
This
It's
is all
fun.
new.
They don't
living out.
have fall, but they have rattlesnake season. So
Oh goodness, I can't do ghost stories and ghosts, and I can't do rattlesnakes. So
we're in rattlesnake
I don't
season.
think I could handle either one. I'd be like, oh no. So you're writing a new series now.
Right.
Talk a little bit about that series.
So I lived in the Nebraska Sandhills for 20 years, and it's a unique landscape, and I've always wanted to write about it because it's about 22,000 square miles,
Okay.
and the population density is 0.95 people per square mile. So hardly anybody lives there. So people don't know about it. So I could write about it. They actually have their own culture, very cowboy, very rural. But I lived there for 20 years. I left about 10 years ago, and I left because, well, 13 years ago, my husband had an affair in this town of 200 people, and I was the third to the last person to know, behind my daughter and his parents, whom I had to then tell.
Yeah.
So it took me a little bit of time to get my sense of humor back about that.
Yeah.
But when I did, then I was ready to write about
Ready
it.
to write about it.
So So this series takes place in the Sandhills. We call it Longmire Meets the Good Wife.
Longmire Meets the Good Wife.
It's a woman sheriff in the Nebraska Sandhills.
Awesome. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to write.
Yeah, I bet. And someday we could maybe get a crossover between, sounds like you guys' writing styles could mesh together with a little bit of fantasy, a little bit of ghost stories, some Hopi Indians, a female sheriff, all mixed together in there.
Well, you know, when I wrote the Nora Abbott series and I did all this research on Hopi are very secretive, really secretive tribe, and rightly so. They've had a lot of bad things happen with people from outside. So, when I finished that series, I was really happy because I thought, good, I don't have to struggle with writing about a culture that I don't really know that much about. I never wrote from the point of view of a Hopi person, but from a person looking in. Fascinating, but difficult to write about a culture that is so secretive. And I thought, yay, don't have to do that anymore. And then because even though this Sandhills culture is odd and different, I do understand it because I lived there for so long. But then in book 2, it turns out that a deputy, she hires a deputy that's Lakota Sioux. So I'm back in that same thing.
Back, all circled back around.
You know, I don't know if you can tell, but I obviously don't have any Native American blood.
But you have an appreciation for it, and you have a passion for it.
I do, yeah.
Yes. All right, well, thank you guys both so much for coming on. Well,
Thanks for having
stick
us.
around. We'll have tons of fun still to come.
Divinely. Dangerously. Decadent. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to Roundabout Theater Company's Tony Award-winning Cabaret.
Plays the Buell Theater September 27th through October 9th. Tickets at denvercenter.org or call 303-893-4100.
Met Radio on mymetmedia.com.
My name is Pat Tobin. I am a cancer survivor of 27 years, and I had breast cancer because I lost my husband to cancer, my mother, my grandfather, an uncle, and 2 aunts. I relay so that research can find a cure for all of these things soon.
My name is Susan Scarlett. I'm a breast cancer survivor. I relay for me, and just to get the word out for relay and to raise money, we need to find a cure.
Dobinson stops on a dime, now to Cortez. The Cortez beating, count the bucket, and a foul.
If you can't get enough of MSU Denver sports, then you need to tune in to the Roadrunner Review. Get into the game with exclusive highlights, interviews, player stories, and of course the top plays that will have you jumping out of your seat. You can catch all the action on Altitude Sports, Comcast CET, and at RoadrunnersAthletics.com.
Hey, nice job! Great spot!
Oh, hello there. I'm Avery Anderson, host of the Nightly Met here on Channel 58. Do you like watching television that's witty and funny? Maybe you enjoy seeing local performers being highlighted, or you like to watch fun interviews with local citizens. If that's the case, then don't watch our show. We're just college kids, so the jokes are only funny some of the time. The bands suck, and the interviews are awkward to watch. But if that sounds good to you, make sure you tune in every Friday night at 7 p.m. or go to mymetmedia.com.
Colorado's weather is always changing.
We're student meteorologists trained to keep you safe.
We have the latest weekend forecast and help you prepare for the week ahead.
You can watch our weather forecast on Facebook, Twitter, mymetmedia.com, and on TV.
We help you stay weather aware.
Drop that baby.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
Welcome back. Our next guest tonight is a singer-songwriter fresh from Philadelphia. So please welcome Robert Lofthouse II. Philadelphia?
Yeah, about an hour north of Philadelphia.
An hour north of What's an hour north of Philadelphia? I've never been to Philadelphia.
A city called Bethlehem.
Bethlehem?
Yeah, I'm from the Lehigh Valley. It's like the tri-state area.
Okay.
Bethlehem, Allentown, and Easton.
Yeah. So you're like the Jesus of Philadelphia then? Born in Bethlehem, ready to rock the world with some amazing music.
You could say that. I'm gonna try to.
Yeah.
You know.
So your music is kind of indie style, is that correct?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So
generally.
Explain what that is exactly for our viewers.
I mostly play acoustic. I didn't bring my acoustic guitar today, but that's usually what I play. I'm trying to send a good message, just brighten people's lives, bring people's days up when they're down, leave an impact, really, basically is what I'm trying to do.
What's that message you're trying to leave? What are some of the things
you're
trying to say?
I just want a greater world. I want people to accept each other for who they are instead of causing all this violence for no reason, really.
So trying to make some change through your music.
Yeah, I hope I could do that, That's really my goal. And then.
So your career's just starting, right?
Pretty much,
Kind of just getting going. What's the road been like up to here?
It's not easy. Trying to get a band together has been one of my priorities from the beginning, and as you can see, I'm still by myself. So people will tell you they're interested and that they want to get into what you're doing, and then you'll try and meet up with them, and you'll find out that's not the case.
Yeah.
So it's been difficult. That's why I just kind of gravitated to my acoustic guitar, because it's sort of a solo instrument,
When you can't get a band, you go solo and just have to go with it.
Exactly. So I'm just rolling with it, and I'm trying to grow from it. And it's funny now that I moved out here, people are showing a lot of interest.
Okay.
My friends, some of them have picked up instruments and started playing, and I'm trying to start a band with them and stuff, but it's more of a side project.
So it sounds like you were always meant to move to Denver to start this band.
I really feel, when I was leaving PA, it took me a long time to make the decision, but when I took the drive out here and just before I was leaving, I knew it was right for me, just because all the doors in Pennsylvania really had been closed for me.
Yeah.
So it was nothing but open doors out in Denver, and it's really been good since I've gotten here.
What were some of those open doors out here for you? What were some of the motivations to come out here?
Well, my main motivation to come out here was my brother. I have a half brother. It's funny. I'm 22. I just met him 5 years ago.
Oh, nice.
So that's been very interesting. So we've moved in together and really gotten along since then. Yeah. So it's been good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of reconnecting, or not reconnecting,
Just
but connecting with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really cool. So he lived out here, and then you moved out here.
Yeah, he's from California, but he moved out here 5 years ago, I guess, 6 years ago, something like that. Okay. And then he's just been asking me, and I finally decided I would give it a shot.
Very cool. So if someone wants to see your music or listen to your music, where can they go? Are you playing somewhere soon, or what's some of your plans?
I hit a couple open mics in Colorado, not too many. I really should open up and start hitting more, honestly. Yeah. But as for where they could find it, I posted on my Facebook, which is under my name. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so your Facebook is what again? Just remind everyone.
Robert Lofthouse Jr.
Robert Lofthouse Jr. Not the third. We were having such issues with that. I kept saying the third. The second or the third. I don't even know what I was saying at this point.
It's all right.
My goodness. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I'm excited to
appreciate
hear
you
your
taking the
music.
time.
Yeah, thanks
man.
for performing. All right. Well, stick around. Robert will perform right here next.
Get up. I know you found a way. Head up, look through those clouds of gray.
Now it's our turn. Go to ourturntohelp.org and donate what you can. Hope is on the way.
It could have been like this all the time. But life got in the way. See the Tennessee Williams masterpiece, The Glass Menagerie, at the Denver Center, September 9th through October 16th.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
When I get all steamed up, then I shout.
Tip me over and pour me out. Oh.
It only takes a moment to make a moment.
Cheers.
Take time to be a dad today.
I will make you my enemy. I will work at your destruction. I will dedicate myself. I won't rest until I desolate your heart. See Frankenstein live on stage at the Denver Center, September 30th through October 30th. For tickets, visit denvercenter.org.
Welcome back. Our last guest of the night is the Executive Director for the Broadway Division of the DCPA. Please welcome John Ekeberg. So how are you today, John?
I'm great, thanks.
Good. So I introduced you as the Executive Director for the Broadway Division of the DCPA. Can you explain a little bit about what that is?
Sure. So we have a couple of theatrical divisions at the DCPA. We have our theater company, which is our regional theater, Lort Regional Theater. And then we do Broadway presenting in the Buell and the Ellie down at the Performing Arts Complex. So really, my purview is to oversee actually everything that we bring in with touring Broadway, as well as the cabaret shows at the Garner Galleria Theater.
Now, how does that work? Because there's so many Broadway shows out there. How do you decide, or how does that work, of what shows come, what shows don't come?
Sure. Well, I make a lot of trips to New York, which is a fun part of the job.
Yeah.
And keep up on what's going on in the current Broadway season. So for instance, this season that we just started in New York is what would be the 16-17 season. And so the shows that are new in this year will, some of them, those that sort of hit a certain amount of success or resonate with an audience, will go out on tour 2 years from now. So in the 18-19 season. So I just keep up with what's going on Broadway in New York and decide what I think Denver audiences would like to see.
So you've been to Broadway recently, to New York.
Sure.
So I have to ask, have you seen Hamilton?
I have.
You've seen Hamilton? Oh,
Yes,
I'm
I
so
have.
jealous. What did you think of it?
I really liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great piece of theater. It's got all the energy around it that everyone expects and that's being talked about. And I totally understand why it's a huge hit.
Yeah, and it's coming here, right?
It will be coming here in the 17-18 season. So not this one that we just began, but the following.
Next one, something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Already, yeah, I'm so jealous. I've always wanted to see that one. It sounds really good. And I've also heard that you're a Tony voter.
That's correct.
As well. So can you explain what a Tony voter is and how that process works?
Sure. So I'm a member of the Broadway League, which is the trade organization for the Broadway industry. And as a full member of that organization, sort of by my job duties here in Denver, I am one of approximately, I used to know the number. I think it's somewhere around 800 Tony voters who are made up of Broadway League members, American Theater League members, American Theater Wing members, and others. And so it's really our job to see all the shows on the season and then, scratch off on the little ballot which we think takes each honor.
Not a bad job to have to
Not
see
a bad
Broadway
job.
performances
That's
in
right.
New York.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah. So this new season at the DCPA is coming up. We have like Cabaret
Correct.
opening soon. What's some of the other shows coming this season?
So I'm really excited that tomorrow we start our first day of rehearsal for An Act of God, which is a comedy that will be at the Garner Galleria Theater.
Awesome.
It was written by David Javerbaum, who was a head writer for The Daily Show with Jon Stewart for many years, Emmy Award winner. So it's got a very satirical humor, and on Broadway, it's actually been performed twice, once with Jim Parsons in the role and once with Sean Hayes. But we will be bringing in Wesley Taylor, who's a Broadway star and also featured on Smash, amongst other things. So we're excited about that.
Awesome. Anything else? I know Fun Home is coming.
Sure.
So
Fun
I'm excited
Home,
for Fun
which won
Home.
the Tony Award for Best Musical in this last season, will come to the Ellie in January.
Yeah.
They've announced casting for that tour, and we're really excited that Robert Petkoff is going to be playing the male lead, and he was our Sweeney Todd at the theater company's recent
Which was a
production
fantastic show.
Was
I
fantastic.
loved that one, yeah.
And I'm also really excited about The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, which is a play that will be at the Ellie Calkins in June.
Okay.
And it has such an amazing tech around it. The production around it just enriches the story so much that I'm really happy the producers chose to tour it.
We all had to read that book in high school.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So I really liked it, so I'm excited to see that one.
I actually read it after seeing the play.
Okay.
So I saw the play first and then read the book.
Yeah. See, I read the book first, and then I'll see the play. It's like a movie.
That's right. The Harry Potter, what comes first, the book or the movie?
But usually I feel like musicals, well, not musicals, but plays are better than the movies. So I think in this case we'll be good. We'll be good with this one.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And then anything else that you want to highlight or point out? I know we kind of have this ticket program.
Radvantage.
Radvantage, yeah. Explain Radvantage, because as college kids, that's really helpful to us.
Sure. So it's a specific membership program geared towards 18 to 30-year-olds. And so for people who are in that age bracket, they can basically become a member of this ticket program for a low entry fee, and then they get the opportunity to purchase reduced fee tickets to all sorts of shows over the course of the season. So it gives you access to some really great tickets at a really great price for a bunch of shows at the Denver Center over the season. So it's a great way to get in and see a lot of stuff at an affordable price.
Yeah, that's helpful for us when we're all on these tight budgets, and I always look across the street and see the theaters, and I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool to go see.
Oh, come on over anytime.
I know, yeah, and this ticket program absolutely helps with that.
And of course, I would be remiss, Avery, if I didn't mention that we'll end our season with the pre-Broadway engagement of Frozen.
Frozen is coming.
In Buell. That's right.
Awesome.
So we're very excited about that.
We'll have to do something for that eventually.
Of course.
Yes. Well, I was thinking that since both of us are such big Broadway fans, and since you have such an extensive knowledge of Broadway shows, why not perform the history of musicals in 5 minutes?
I can't think of a good reason why not. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dreamed of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dreamed of, dreams really do come true.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow.
The sun'll come out tomorrow, bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none.
All I want is a room somewhere far away from the cold night air, with one enormous chair. Now wouldn't it be lovely? Lots of chocolate for me to eat, lots of coal making lots of heat, warm face, warm hands, warm feet. Now wouldn't it be lovely?
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. When I'm with you, getting to know what to say. Haven't you noticed suddenly I'm bright and breezy because of all the beautiful and new things I'm learning about you day by day.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains, and the waving wheat, it sure smells sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oklahoma, every night my honey lamb and I sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. 76 trombones led the big parade, with 110 cornets close at hand. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the cream of every famous band. 76 trombones caught the morning sun, with 110 cornets right behind. There were more than 1,000 reeds springing up like weeds. There were horns of every shape and kind.
Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. It's so nice to have you back where you belong. You're looking swell, Dolly. I can tell, Dolly. You're still glowing, you're still crowing, you're still going strong. I feel that room swaying while the band's playing one of your favorite songs from way back when. So take her rap, fellas, find her an empty lap, fellas. Dolly'll never go away again.
Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putta. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. Don't tell me not to fly, I've simply got to. If someone takes a spill, it's me and not you. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. She loves me, and to my amazement, I love it, knowing that she loves me. She loves me, true, she doesn't show it. How could she, when she doesn't know it? Yesterday she loathed me, now today she loved me, but tomorrow.
The hills are alive with the sound of music, with songs they have sung for 1,000 years. The hills fill my heart with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and bright, and I pity any girl who isn't me tonight.
What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. Put down the knitting, the book, and the broom. It's time for a holiday. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret.
Into the woods without delay, but careful not to lose your way. Into the woods, who knows what may be lurking on the journey. Into the woods to get the thing that makes it worth the journeying. Into the woods. In the tale of Sweeney Todd. His skin was pale and his eye was odd. He even shaved the faces of gentlemen who were never heard after again. He trod a path that few have trod. Did Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street.
If I were a rich man, diddle-deedle-diddle-deedle-diddle-diddle-dum, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum if I were a wealthy man.
In all your fantasies, you always knew that man and mystery were both in you. And in this labyrinth where night is blind, the Phantom of the Opera is there inside your mind.
Midnight, not a sound from the pavement. Has the moon lost her memory? She is smiling alone.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance.
I dreamed a dream in times gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. Then I was young and unafraid, and dreams were made and used and wasted.
We go together like sham-a-lam-lam-lam-ding-a-ding-da-dong. Together forever like shoop-a-da-ba-da-ding-a-ding-da-ding. Clang, clang, clang-a-tang-cha-jump. That's the way it should be. Oh, yeah! Na savenya avagichigava asavenya o. From the day we arrived on the planet and blinking stepped into the sun, there is more to see that could ever be seen, more to do than could ever be done.
Mamma mia, here I go again, my, how can I resist you? Mamma mia, does it show again, my, just how much I've missed you?
And you can't stop the motion of the ocean or the rain from above. You can try to stop the paradise we're dreaming of, but you cannot stop the rhythm of our hearts to love to say, 'cause you can't stop the beat. Oh, beat. Beat. Our guest, be our guest, put our service to the test. Tie your napkin around your neck, chérie, and we provide the rest. Soup du jour, hors d'oeuvres, why we only live to serve. Try the gray stuff, it's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the dishes. 525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments, so dear. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? Popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper poise when you talk to boys. Little ways to flirt and flounce. Ooh, I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair. Everything that really counts to be popular.
The Met Sports Show is the longest tenured program on Met Radio. Having won the SPJ Region 9 Mark of Excellence Award 3 times since 2013, the Sports Show serves as the model program for new employees and volunteers to learn from and shadow.
In our area, everything changes. There's always new things to see or do.
In your Noticiero TMET, we'll tell you all you need to know about our school.
News about our region and beyond our borders.
every Friday morning at 10:30 through Comcast Channel 58 in Denver and on live stream in iTunes or Android. Noticiero TV Met, the student voice of MSU Denver in Spanish.
MyMetMedia.com is a new interactive website. Watch full newscasts from the Met Report. The Metropolitan have you covered. K-Met Radio have everything you need 24 hours a day. El Noticiero TV Met give you news in Spanish. How to advertise with us? Email sales@metmedia.com.
Redstone. Oh, this you crazy mother.
Roadrunners, my name is Mary Kate Newton, Editor-in-Chief of the Metropolitan, our school's weekly student-run newspaper, and this is what we do. Check us out for all the latest in Roadrunners sports, all the latest in entertainment and reviews, all the latest in MSU Denver news and other local happenings. And we are always looking for new writers, photographers, and copy editors, so if you're interested in being part of the staff, visit Tivoli 313. The Metropolitan is the student voice of MSU Denver. Let your voice be heard.
Drop that baby.
And now, Robert Lofthouse Jr.
We all have some. It never dies. A fire inside. The question is, how do you deal when it gets hectic, when it gets real? You can't, no you can't let it take over. The emotional roller coaster.
Divinely, dangerously, decadent. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to Roundabout Theater Company's Tony Award-winning Cabaret.
Plays the Buell Theater September 27th through October 9th. Tickets at denvercenter.org or call 303-893-4100.
Dobinson stops on a dime, now to Cortez. The Cortez beating, count the bucket, and foul.
If you can't get enough of MSU Denver sports, then you need to tune in to the Roadrunner Review. Get into the game with exclusive highlights, interviews, player stories, and of course the top plays that will have you jumping out of your seat. You can catch all the action on Altitude Sports, Comcast CET, and at RoadrunnersAthletics.com.
Hey, nice job! Great spot! My name is Pat Tobin. I am a cancer survivor of 27 years, and I had breast cancer because I lost my husband to cancer, my mother, my grandfather, an uncle, and 2 aunts. I relay so that research can find a cure for all of these things soon.
My name is Susan Scarlett. I'm a breast cancer survivor. I relay for me, and just to get the word out for relay and to raise money, we need to find a cure.
Oh, hello there. I'm Avery Anderson, host of the Nightly Met here on Channel 58. Do you like watching television that's witty and funny? Maybe you enjoy seeing local performers being highlighted, or you like to watch fun interviews with local citizens. If that's the case, then don't watch our show. We're just college kids, so the jokes are only funny some of the time. The bands suck, and the interviews are awkward to watch. But if that sounds good to you, make sure you tune in every Friday night at 7 p.m. or go to mymetmedia.com.
MyMetMedia.com is a new interactive website. Watch full newscasts from the Met Report. The Metropolitan have you covered. K-Met Radio have everything you need 24 hours a day. El Noticiero TV Met give you news in Spanish. How to advertise with us? Email sales@metmedia.com.
Last week, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie officially ended their relationship. The longtime couple had 6 kids together, 3 of which were adopted. It was later revealed that Angelina already had a rental house for the kids before the divorce. Is it really a rental house, though? I mean, if I had 3 kids that were all adopted from Africa and Vietnam, I'd have a spare house, but it'd be to make them work. The divorce was probably just a purely economic decision. Like, so honey, if we split, we don't have to pay taxes on this business of ours. Oh, I mean, this family, our loving family. Monday night was the first debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. Hillary Clinton never made it, though, as her body double malfunctioned and had to be reset. Oh, I mean, her driver got lost. It was reported Sunday that golf legend Arnold Palmer died. Who's that, my mom asked as she drank an Arnold Palmer. I do just want to take a moment and point out something that has been bothering me. There has been a couch cushion in these bushes here on campus for almost a month now. What the heck is it still doing there? This couch cushion literally has been just laying there, and no one has done anything about it. 2 things. 1, why is it there? And 2, whose job is to clean it up? I mean, do homeless people at night use it? Is it target practice for drunk guys to pee on? Or do we need some kind of task force to go and clean this up? Because if so, I will start a couch cushion cleaning task force. I mean, goodness, just a couch cushion laying around on the Auraria campus. Ted Cruz came out this week and said that his endorsement of Donald Trump was, quote, agonizing. That's a funny way to describe it. Agonizing is a strong word. My kidney stones were agonizing. I have heard having a child is agonizing. Getting a boot off your car can be an agonizing experience. So what I'm trying to say, Mr. Cruz, is that might be a pretty extreme word, although I've never met Donald Trump. Kylie Jenner released a statement saying that she prefers not to wear a bra because she likes to let her nipples breathe. I mean, I agree, girl. Let the girls fly free. Fall TV has officially begun with shows like How to Get Away with Murder, American Horror Story, Superstore, The Goldbergs, Modern Family, and a lot more that I love, reminding me that I don't have a life. Well, that's it for tonight. Good night, and thank you to John Ekeberg, C.R. Richards, Shannon Baker, and to my siblings for helping film that opening. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at The Nightly Met. Check us out at mymetmedia.com. Good night, and don't forget to vote yes on ballot issue 4B to help out our arts district. Good night.